shout out to everybody. Elizabeth Warren is on Elon Musk's heels. He says, if you are one of the 40 million people with student loans, Elon Musk's team may have gotten access to your social security number, income data, and personal information. I'm leading 18 senators in an investigation into DOGE's actions at the Department of Education. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think. These Democrats are trying everything that they possibly can under the sun. Whatever they can do, they're trying it to prevent DOGE from getting access to the Treasury Department records. And I would think, okay, like y'all are trying to, y'all used to run off of, okay, we're common sense. We want common sense budgeting. We want all of this. We want transparency. This is what the Democrats used to run off of. And now it seems like they're completely flipped. You know, they are the party of the elites. The party of corruption is what it feels like to me. I'm not saying that's necessarily true, but that is what it feels like to me. Elizabeth Warren is stopping at nothing to try to shut down DOGE, you know, the Department of Government Efficiency. They do not want people finding out who these payments are going to, you know, and I think that's very troubling. You know, this is the United States of America. We are paying taxes. A lot of Americans want to know who these officers that are working, the Treasury officers who are allowing to get our money, you know, and it seems like Elizabeth Warren and her team Democrats are bent on trying to stop that from happening. So that is very, very interesting. It says New York Times, Senate Democrat demands clarity about Musk's effort to educate department. Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, Chuck Schumer of New York, the minority leader, and Chris Von Hollen of Maryland were among those urging for clarity on whether members of Mr. Musk's team has sought confidential data on students. Such information could be as granular as demographic, financial, and family details, given what the department routinely collects in its efforts to disperse student aid. So this is very, very interesting. You know, that they're trying to stop this and trying to put, oh, well, he's going to get access to your social security. He's going to get, bro, who don't have access to our information at this point? In America, like, come on, bro. She's trying, this is ridiculous. She's acting like this is a private company that's operating. No, like, Trump has pretty much, like, you know, been on board and online with allowing DOGE to operate. They do not want this spending to be brought to the light with this forensic auditing. Elizabeth Warren said, Musk's latest power grab, your mediocre benefits. Elon, you're looking at the wrong place. Private insurer of mediocre advantage overcharged taxpayers by at least $83 billion in 2024 alone. I don't know, man. So then Elizabeth Warren said a federal court just blocked Elon Musk from interfering with the federal government's payment system. There is power in fighting back. We won't let up until this block is permanent. You know, so she is stopping at nothing to try to make sure we don't know what is going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on with Elizabeth Warren. So let's listen to what Devore got to say. Shout out to Devore Darkins. He put music in the beginning of his stuff. He ain't doing that.
And they're there is pretty simple. They've already been given instructions, all right, as a party to go to every single government agency and try to protest whatever DOGE is doing inside the building. Now, we know what DOGE is doing inside the building. They are doing an audit. Where's
King James said, wasn't everyone's stuff hacked a few months ago? You know, they're going to do anything. Bro, these companies that operate in America siphon and take so much of our information. It is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And they just allow it to happen. They just, you know, and we don't know what these people are doing with our information. But none of that was a problem, right? Until Elon Musk wanted to go and do a forensic audit on what is going on with our Treasury Department. Now, you know, he's uncovering, they giving like, you know, like $30-something thousand to this country to, you know, for condoms, 30 something $1,000 to this country to make comic books, some, you know, $40,000 to this country so that they can have an opera. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this money is getting spent ridiculously. And he's finding out, like, how much money. They were not anticipating a forensic audit. What they were anticipating is that the government would just continue to be the government, right? You know, distrustful. Not necessarily, you know, in my opinion, working for the American people. They banked on that. When Donald Trump got serious, see, this is the thing, what people don't understand, right? So when Biden went ahead and pardoned all of these people, like, that protects them from certain things, right? But he didn't pardon everybody. So, like, by Trump going ahead and finding additional information on whoever he needs to find information on, he could potentially, now that Pam Bondi is confirmed, utilize all this information to go after people. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Every single penny of our tax dollars going. Well, in order to find that out, you got to go to every single agency and look at the books. Well, the Democratic Party wants to get in the way of that. And so that brings us to who's at the door. Well, private security. Because why would you have a mob of Democrats going into the building, disrupting that process? That's not going to be a good look, right? So that's why they have private security outside that door. And where are they?
Y'all can also hit the like button. Appreciate that. I know this is not the time to stream 346. I know people at work, thug life. You know what I'm saying? But it's the time I got to stream right now. You know, but if y'all can, double tap the screen, hit the emojis, all of that be appreciated.
Department of Education, which is one of those agencies and the headquarters of that building. But it continues. Watch this.
We are members of Congress here to talk with the Department of Education.
And I don't know, remember when I said before on a different stream, right? So Trump can't just, you know, remember when Trump was saying, oh, we want to get rid of taxes on overtime, we want to get rid of taxes on tips, and then Kamala Harris basically tried to run off of what Trump then already said. Like, she's like plagiarizing Trump, right? So he's not gonna try to do that, right? Like, he really wants to do that, but what he has to do is do a forensic audit of the federal government to see what is waste, what is not necessary. If he goes to Congress and he says, okay, we want to do tax cuts for the American people, right? For the working class, which they're going to be blown away that a president is trying to do that, right? But for the working class, we're trying to do these tax cuts. He has to be able to show that on the balance sheet, we were able to save money. And this will not affect, you know what I mean, the revenue stream that's coming in. It's not going to affect the budget. We're still going to have money because we got rid of certain agencies that were not needed. So now no taxes on tips, I feel like we can do. You know what I mean? And then, like, if he comes to the Congress with a comprehensive plan, it's only so much they can do to try to deny it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I think like I say, in a lot of lives, I have never in my life seen a president of the United States work so fast. If you ask me, he has completed, I would say 96, 97% of his campaign promises. What do y'all think? What percentage of his campaign promises do you feel like he's completed? I feel like, most of it is completed. And this hasn't even been a month and he's been able to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting.
Education, and they're treating
the kids deserve to have us go in and fight for them.
Hey, Culture, you can come in here, you can troll and all of that, like, but we welcome free dialogue, right? Like, go ahead and say something, say what you want to say in the chat. I'll respond to you. You don't have to get emotional. You know, I know a lot of y'all are emotional right now because Trump is actually doing everything that he said he's going to do. Everybody on TikTok, I'm on YouTube right now. I know y'all emotional, mad, upset. He's doing everything he said he was going to do. He's actually working to help you. A lot of people don't want to be helped, right? A lot of people don't want a tax break. A lot of people don't want a government to try to make sure that they can live. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want that. They want to work, multiple jobs. They like being taxed and taxed and taxed, and even their overtime taxed and taxed and taxed. Y'all like that. I know a lot of y'all don't want Trump to fix that. For whatever reason, you don't want Trump to fix that. You just want to give all your money to the government so they can give all your money to different countries to do operas and make comic books and give Gaza condoms. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what y'all want. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, if that's what you want, that's what you want. But I can't say somebody's a fool because they don't want that. That doesn't make sense. Does it? The Black Scion said, let them know. No, it's just, I get it, man. Like, you know, a lot of us think that Democrat is on our birth certificate. It's not, bro. Let me tell y'all, Thug Life, I'm live on TikTok too. Look, when I looked at my birth certificate, because how I grew up in the hood. Thug Life, Kinsman, Cleveland, Ohio. It is what it is. I grew up in the hood. Everybody like Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. We Democrats. You know what I mean? And I was always looking around when I was younger like, yo, why is everybody Democrats and they still living like this? You know what I mean? I don't really get it, you know? And then like, I got older, bro. I looked at my birth certificate. What's up, Eve? She's a member on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you. And it didn't say Democrat. I'm like, oh, I can vote for who I want to vote for. Thug Life. Oh, it's lit. It is lit. Yeah, Trump trying to, hold on, wait, hold on. Y'all know what's crazy? Biden was trying to get rid of freedom of speech. Felt like it. You know what I'm saying? TikTok trying to take TikTok away, trying to take all these different platforms. Like, I mean, they implemented legislation to get rid of TikTok. Who saved it? Trump. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want me to read your message, stop acting like a Democrat and hit the super chat. Thug Life. I always want something for free. Here's what it is. I'll be getting like 100 TikTok. I'll be getting like 1,000 views on some of these videos, and they want me to read their comments for free. They hate. Can't do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. But we have been going viral a lot. You know what I'm saying? The video I did on TikTok yesterday is now at 60-something thousand views or something like that. You know, 2 videos, we got like 30,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok. So that's pretty dope. So the TikTok has been blowing up. A lot of people in pretty important positions been trying to get me to do TikTok. I've been kind of resisting it. But now I'm on the platform trying to see what it offers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to TikTok. Shout out to everybody. People, they take the videos, they put them on Twitter, Instagram, and then they just go crazy. You know, so I appreciate that. George said I was talking about Democrats. So Eve is a member on the channel, said, and Eve is supporting the channel, right? She's supporting the cause. She says we are about to hit a whole new era. And so this is like another thing, right? So Maddie Blades, I do want to say this to you, right? Because I see you saying Trump started the TikTok thing. So back when, you know, Trump was kind of looking into TikTok to make sure that they were not giving our data to, you know, our foreign enemies, right? And so he was looking into it, and he, you know, if he looked like he was going to find that, then he was going to do something about it. But when he found out that the servers were actually in the United States, he stopped. Right? So he didn't, I don't know if you remember when Trump was president, he didn't get rid of TikTok. He never got rid of TikTok. So if Trump started, he never got rid of TikTok. This is what you guys don't understand, the propaganda, because you guys like propaganda, just like the news like putting propaganda out. Y'all like propaganda for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, Lion Eyes say, are Democrats complaining about saving money? Yes! They are. They be complaining about that. So Trump, like, he got off of it. He's like, all right, so the servers are in America, right? There's no evidence showing that they're giving, like, private data to these, you know, like, foreign enemies. He got off of it, right? The next thing you know, the Biden administration comes in. They start getting annoyed because TikTok, everybody's, like, making content, calling them out. So they end up going ahead and implementing legislation to remove TikTok. That happened, right? So then everybody in a frenzy, oh, they're removing TikTok, Sunday, TikTok coming down, all that, right? Remember that? Who saved TikTok? It was Trump. So it doesn't matter what you tried to, Trump, this happened because of Trump, and it didn't happen because of Trump. That's like more propaganda that you guys are putting out because you're mad that Trump is not doing anything wrong. And so you're trying to figure out a way that to blame Trump for what Biden is doing so that Biden could be in the clear. Y'all are so excited that Biden and pardoned Dr. Fauci. I don't understand that. TikTok, they excited about that. Why are y'all excited that Dr. Fauci is pardoned? Why are y'all excited that Hunter Biden is pardoned? Why are you excited that Liz Cheney is pardoned? Like, why are y'all excited about stuff like this? It's crazy. Yeah, but let's get back to that. But I can't keep stopping my video to read free comments. People hating. I can't do that. Hit a super chat.
Children of this country deserve.
Democrats always want something for free. Thug life. They do.
This is a public institution. This is not Russia.
Lion Eye said, nailed it. Also, everybody that's subscribing to the YouTube channel from TikTok, I appreciate y'all. I had like 700 subscribers yesterday. Just off of a video on TikTok, so I appreciate that. Everybody that's been rocking with your boy, it is what it is. You know, shout out to y'all.
The camera see him. Let the camera see him. This man.
And all y'all people that's been out there hating, oh, Piper Boy Williams, he be getting fake views. He be getting, hey, when I be going live, it be mad comments in my live. When the video finishes processing, YouTube's not pushing the live video anymore. You know what I mean? Look at the comments like when I be live, it be mad comments in here. Also, I go viral a lot. And this is not like patting myself on the back and nothing. I do. And you can even see like on TikTok, 3 million views. I'm an African-American talking about Trump, supporting him. What you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So don't like what y'all be hating for. The video I did yesterday, 160-some thousand views. Stop hating. Oh, y'all hating. Stop hating. It's okay.
We are members of Congress.
Come in.
They're blocking us.
See this man here, who is a federal employee. He told us.
He's not.
Are you a federal employee? Huh?
Yes.
No, he said he's a federal employee. We pay him. We raise money to make sure that we have a Department of Education. Everybody that's hired at the Department of Education are here.
Now think about this battle between Elon Musk and the Democratic Party that is playing out in the
Shout out to Man versus Hulk. Said I subscribed just now. I appreciate you, bro.
public in real time. Is there's a difference between what is
Maxine Pulse said they are being found out. They are trying everything in their power not to be found out. And now there's a forensic audit. Elon Musk, they know he knows how to find what is going on. What is the bloat? And they've also, Elon Musk came out on Twitter, remember, a few days ago, right? And he said that they are finding out that the Treasury officers, right, are going ahead and signing off and allowing these terrorist organizations to receive money from our Treasury Department. That's what Elon Musk said. I ain't say that. That's what he posted on his Twitter. I ain't say that. He said that. Like, he posted that on his Twitter. Right? And then also organizations that's not, you know what I mean, that you would deem worthy are getting our Treasury Department funds. Like, that needs to stop. Like, he's got to audit this. Like, y'all want Social Security saved, but y'all don't want a person to save it. That's what I don't understand. Oh, well, he's going to get access. How else is he going to be able to see who is siphoning money from you know what I mean? Not siphoning, but who is getting money or paid from our Treasury Department? How else is he going to see if he doesn't have access? He doesn't have access to. Remember when the White House press secretary got up there and she was being asked about that? And they were like, okay, well, does he have the power to read or the power to write code? Like, or what is it? And she was like, he cannot write code with the Treasury Department. He's got the power to oversee and like read what's going on, but he cannot write code. That's what our press secretary said. So what is the problem? Like, so how is he supposed to go through the Treasury Department, look into the Treasury Department and to see how much money is coming out of the Treasury Department if he can't see what's going on in the Treasury Department? And then they're trying, the Democrats are, oh, he don't have access. He needs special access. He doesn't have the credentials for this. He didn't go through a thorough vetting process. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. And they asked, like, what's the vetting process? What you think? Oh, he needs special clearance to be able to do that. Okay, what do you get with the special clearance? Oh, we need to make sure. Hold on, Thug Life. We got somebody. Hold up, Thug Life. We got B. Shout out to Shelby. Appreciate you. That's my girl. Appreciate you. So, and special clearance, they're like, well, what is the special clearance? And like, oh, well, we need to make sure his credit is good. Bro, this is Elon Musk. What, you don't think he got credit? Thug Life, y'all is crazy. Well, we got to make sure he's not a felon. You think Elon Musk walking around here with a felony? Even if he had one, he can pay to have it removed. So what y'all say? Like, what do y'all want? Elizabeth Warren, what do you want? You out here doing everything you can to stop Elon Musk, to try to get a federal injunction to stop him. Why? Why do you not want people to know who your friends are? She trying Pocahontas is trying everything to stop this. And then on TikTok, they said Elizabeth Warren wants whoa. I don't know. Son of the Sun said all those are valid reasons anyone else would have to get that clearance. And no, they do not just look at the credit. Have you been watching your own CNN people? Have you been watching the arguments and the debates of what they're saying? That's what they're saying. He needs clearance. It's ridiculous. Somebody said people steal it and they getting exposed and they're getting mad. The Democrats in the comments, man. I don't understand. The Democrats, y'all understand something, right? We all have to abide by certain rules in America. You know, we can't break the law. We can't insider trade. We can't, you know what I mean, do all these different things. Hunter Biden can do whatever he wants. Nancy Pelosi, how many tens of millions is she worth? Where's she getting all that money from? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, they panicking. Hey, Green Ave, they panicking in the chat. They are panicking. Why are y'all so mad? Ronnie Bark said, listen to me. Shout out to you.
Legal and obviously what is not. And
hit the like button if y'all can. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen. Everything
Elon Musk is doing is legal. DOGE is an official department of the executive branch.
Official department of the executive branch. They are acting like Elon Musk is operating with impunity, doing whatever he want to do. Like Trump didn't okay this. Playing off the heartstrings of Americans. Well, Elon Musk isn't even from here. And he's going to know your social security number. Do you know if you have an iPhone or a Google phone, chances are everybody know that number. Because you'd have probably entered it into your iPhone before, and Apple just settled a $90 billion lawsuit. What was it, 90 million or 90 billion? I think it was a $90 billion lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Spying on you. And I'm going to show y'all that so y'all don't think I'm lying.
Executive order, President Trump has granted authority to Elon Musk and his team, which they all have security clearances. And what I find so interesting is the Democrats, they come out and they cry.
And let me show y'all this on YouTube right now, just so y'all know. This is Apple. Everybody love Apple, right? Reuters. What does that say? Apple to pay 95 million, not billion, million. Apple to pay 95 million to settle Siri privacy lawsuit. You can read through all that. So, I mean, that just happened like not too long ago. But y'all are mad at Elon Musk looking to try to see what is going on with the Treasury Department. Your phone. Hey, Thug Life, you turn your phone off and put your phone in your pocket, your phone is still listening to you. This is what this lawsuit is about. You turn your phone off Hey, did y'all just see this? Let me show y'all something. I went to a dealership, right, a few days ago to look at a Silverado Z71 lifted, right? Tell me why I just went on this Reuters site, and what do you see right here? What did you see? What was that advertisement did you just see? You seen a truck. Look at all them trucks right there. I did not look up the dealership on my phone. Why is that popping up? The exact truck I was looking at. Thug Life. So these phones are just mining your data. They listen to you. They find out what you're doing, all of that. Where you at? Just selling your information. All these like advertisement companies. And why is trucks popping up when I'm looking for stuff? But y'all mad at Elon Musk for wanting to know where our money is going. Thug Life. They crazy. Shout out to Ronnie. He said, "Piper, keep doing your thing." Yo, you said, "I follow you on everything." Appreciate you, bro. Somebody said, "President Trump just keeps making America great again." This is terrible. He is making America great. We used to it not being great. We used to them doing whatever they want, lying to us, the White House press secretary not telling us the truth. We used to all that. And now we have a president that is transparent, signing executive orders in front of you, showing you the back and forth he's having with the mayor in California, you know what I mean? Giving the ultimatums, open up the water to the governor, all of that, showing you everything he's saying, he's doing, you know what I mean? Telling you all the meetings he's about to have, what he's going to say at the meeting. Like, bro, what? This is insane. I've never seen this. Signing executive order after executive order. People complaining, oh, men are playing in women's sports. I'm worried that my daughter is going to, you know, a man like getting into the sport is going to get extra aggressive and hurt my daughter, you know, when we play in the sport and this and that and the third. And he signed an executive order. No more men in women's sports. Why he got to sign that? Why he got to sign? What you mean? Y'all been complaining about this for years. He did something about it. Now y'all are mad? This is insane. The price of eggs is going down. CNN talking about the price of eggs ain't going down. We done went on the Kroger grocery website and seen that the price of eggs is going down. Everybody's slowly starting to try to lower their prices so they don't get that Trump action. Trump coming at him. They mad.
They have access to sensitive information. Duh. That's why you get a top secret clearance, so you can access secret information.
Talk to them, DeVory Darkins. They don't understand that. Wait a minute. You think if Elon Musk was a felon running around here selling work, you think he would have him be the head of the Department of DOGE? If Elon Musk was out here carjacking people, you think Trump would allow him to do this? Huh?
That's why you have something called a security clearance. And if they have that, then they're authorized to look at that information. And here's what President Trump had to say this morning.
Let me show y'all something.
USAID is driving.
Because y'all getting on my nerves with this. The price of this and that. The eggs are not going down. The price of eggs are not going down. Let me show you the price of eggs. What are you at now? $4.99. Do you want to get the super expensive $7.39 or do you want to get the $4.99? What does that say? Hold on. Hold on. The dude, don't run now. I see you in the comments running your mouth. The price of eggs ain't going down. The price of eggs ain't going. What? We about to show you. You don't know what you're talking about. We're not about to do this. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this real quick. No, because we're not about to do this, bro. You're not about to lie on my president like that, bro. We're not about to do that. Hold on. What does that say? What does that say? $4.99. What does that say? Sorry, I had to give it an extra shake. $4.99. Do you want to get the expensive ones that's been expensive all this time for $7.39? Or do you want to get the $4.99? Oh, look at this. Oh, you got some good eggs right here. $4.99. What y'all think about that? Hold on, we gonna go to some expensive eggs real quick. Some expensive one. $5.10. Hello? Y'all don't like that? Or y'all wanna go to super, super expensive ones? Which ones you wanna eat? Hey, Bradley, I'm just saying what it is. I'm just the problem about me, I show them the lunacy. Well, the price of eggs. Okay, well, here's the price of eggs. Well, not the price of eggs. What about our Social Security? Okay, well, he got the Department of Government Efficiency to try to find out where all the bloat is. Elon Musk, we don't like him. What about this? You know, it's like it's never ending. It's crazy. Then they go ahead and just buy the super expensive eggs. You gotta ship in from Switzerland just to say eggs is expensive still. It's ridiculous.
Driving the radical left crazy, and there is nothing they can do about it because the way
somebody said the source is punching the air right now. Hell, Tony, bro, they all punching the air. They mad.
in which the money has been spent, so much of it is fraudulent and is totally unexplainable. The corruption is at levels rarely seen before. Close it down. All right, so now let me show you a clip where the media is asking him about Elon Musk during his meeting with the Prime Minister of Japan inside the Oval Office. Watch.
Elon is doing a great job. He's finding tremendous fraud and corruption and waste.
They are terrified of Trump. This is why they're terrified. You know, he said Elon Musk is doing a great job finding like corruption or whatever it's going on. They are terrified because now he's doing a forensic audit, and because they weaponized the Department of Justice against this man, right? Now he's got we got Pam Bondi in there. Is our like what? So now he can go through and find out all this fraud and then once he figures out through the forensic audit, like all these like silly things, like our money was going out, American taxpayer money was going out for, then he could do an investigation and figure out who signed off on all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot he can do. And so they're afraid of retribution. Get him, Trump.
You see it with the USAID, but you're going to see it even more so with other agencies and other parts of government. He's got a staff that's fantastic. He's wanted to be able to do this for a long time, and everybody else knew it was existent, but I think never so much when you look at USAID. That's a fraud. The whole thing is a fraud.
And y'all like, oh, well, Trump is planning to take over Gaza Strip and blah, 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 blah. All right, so didn't y'all just say y'all wanted, like, ceasefire? Didn't y'all say y'all wanted peace over there? How many times y'all said that? I'm just asking y'all. How many times y'all said it? Y'all wanted peace? How many times y'all said that? All right, so Hamas is not like, yo, the population over there ain't really that big, right? So if they keep creating turmoil, right, Hamas, and he warned them, he said, if y'all don't start releasing like the hostages at a certain time, when I get in president, you're gonna have a problem. When I'm president, you're gonna have a problem. They wanted to release like 3 hostages. He like, all right, you know, we're not about to have like hundreds of thousands of people like ended up like no longer here, unalived. We're not about to do that. All right, we're gonna take over the Gaza Strip. They like, oh, Trump needs to be impeached. He needs to be impeached. What's his name? Al Green talking about Trump needs to be impeached. He ain't got no support. Bro, Al Green, how you gonna get Trump impeached when the American people like overwhelmingly when he won, like clearly. What, he win by almost like 2 million votes? How you gonna get him impeached? He ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? He proposed it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get him impeached for a proposal? Al Green come out there. We need to stop him. But I know if Hamas is hearing that, they probably like, all right, we need to chill a little bit. Like they were, when he was going after Colombia, like about to hit them tariffs on him, and they didn't want to take them, like, what was it, like 200 like criminal prisoners like that were here illegally. They didn't want to take them back. He hit them with them tariffs. Hey, Gustavo want to talk a little bit. Right? He let him talk, like, all right, but them tariffs still about to go through. When Gustavo woke up the next morning, he was like, wait. All right, we gonna fuel up the jets. We gonna come pick them up. Y'all don't gotta bring them over here. Spend gas again. We got y'all. They do not want the wrath of the United States. That's what it is. King said these Democrats goofy need to get their welfare phones taken away so they can get off YouTube and find a job. I don't know, man. I ain't saying that. You said it, not me. You know what I mean? Somebody said no Piperboy slander. You all just sad. Yo, I'm gonna say this. Hey, let them be mad. They can be mad all day long. But you know who's not mad? Me. When I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I ain't gonna say her name, but I'm like, Alexa, what's going on in the news? What is Trump doing? I be getting ready. What's Trump doing today? What did he fix? Before, every time I seen Biden on the screen, I'm like, oh. Talk to the press because your breath ain't fresh. Right? Trump get on there. I'm like, he's changing the world. He's lit. Let him get mad.
Very little being put to good use. Every single line that I look at in terms of events and
somebody said grocery. We were talking about the price of eggs. Now, like, it's gonna take him a while to do. He can't do everything in like let's all be realistic, right? Y'all do know Biden had 4 years to ruin the country. He had 4 years to ruin the country, right? So Trump has only been in office less than a month, right? So can he at least have a month to do something? He's already completed probably 97% of his campaign promises in less than 30 days. Can we say that? He has, right? He's either put an executive order out or he's on the verge of doing it and showing you he's in a process or making progress and doing whatever he said he was going to do. All that in the first 30 days. You have never seen it. You have never in your life seen nothing like this, right? But y'all still complain, oh, well, this ain't this and this ain't fixed yet. It's been 30 days. He done already made Gavin Newsom open up the water. It's been 30 days. Joe Biden was ignoring North Carolina. He goes in there and have J.D. Vance put them up in furnished apartments. It's been 30 days. He already got Pam Bondi that already got, you know what I'm saying? Now she, you know what I'm saying? She in. It's been 30 days. Imagine what he's going to do in 4 years. You know what's making y'all mad, right? Trump's tax cuts. Is what he's saying. He's trying to hold billionaires responsible. He's saying like, yo, if you're like a sports team, right? You're a billionaire sports team owner, right? We're trying to close these tax loopholes up on you. That's what got y'all triggered. You're like, wait, oh, what? He trying to make rich people pay? It's over. And he's trying to give y'all no taxes on income tax. Y'all are freaked out right now. Y'all like, we don't know what to do. Because what can you say? No taxes on overtime. That ain't for the rich. No taxes on tips. That's not for the rich. Y'all mad. Y'all don't know what to do. Lefties are losing it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to shut TikTok down. If y'all can, go to my YouTube channel. It's in the bio. I appreciate everybody on TikTok. We gonna roll on YouTube for a minute.
Transactions is either corrupt or ridiculous. And we're going to be doing that throughout government. And I think we're going to be very close to balancing budgets for the first time in many years. I think we're going to be very close to, in addition to monies coming in from tariffs, et cetera, et cetera. But no, he's doing a very good job. I'm very happy with it.
Now, moments before he gave that answer, they actually asked him a stupid question. Because just recently, I guess this morning actually, the Time magazine released a cover showing Elon Musk behind the Resolute desk. And you know what the media wants to do? They want to divide. So they asked President Trump, how do you feel about it? I guess they were assuming this would make him upset. But I think he's not upset because of the cover. He's upset at how stupid the question is. See this for yourself.
Mr. President, do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your Resolute desk?
タイムマガジンにイーロン・マスクが大統領の机の後ろで座っている写真がありますけども、それに関するコメントは何かありますか?
What kind of question is that?
You know what the media wants to do? They want to divide. So they asked President Trump, how do you feel about it? I guess they were assuming this would make him upset. But I think he's not upset because of the cover. He's upset at how stupid the question is. See this for yourself.
Mr. President, do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your Resolute desk?
タイムマガジンにイーロン・マスクが大統領の机の後ろで座っている写真がありますけども、それに関するコメントは何かありますか?
Is Time magazine still in business? I didn't even know that.
Let me explain why I said that was.
Tim Harsh is a member on the channel. He supports the channel. He said, what up, homie? Listen to me. What's up, bro? Hey, we went viral again yesterday. Shout out to you.
A stupid question from the media, because in that same meeting, the Prime Minister of Japan announced that he would be making sure that the company Isuzu, which is from Japan, opens up a manufacturing plant in America. I would think that would be great news given the poor job reports that just came out showing how much of a failure the Biden administration was as it pertains to creating jobs. But no, they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about who's on the front of Time magazine, which nobody reads. Now, in case you haven't seen the actual cover, here it is.
I'm only doing this because I'm about to start responding to the chat. Shout out to everybody that is subscribed to the channel. We got like 28,000 views already in here. Shout out to y'all, Thug Life.
It's got, word time.
You only got to be subscribed for like a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Then Musk behind the Resolute desk. And this is what they spend their energy on. Now, here's Congresswoman Maxine Waters going on to MSDNC to justify their ridiculous behavior.
Draco said Trump is funny.
Is this the new tactic or strategy that Democrats are embarking upon to draw attention to the many things that are happening right now within the Trump administration? Should we expect more of these types of efforts?
Yes, you can expect more. As you know, we had thousands in front of the Treasury Department just 2 days ago. We were locked out.
That is crazy that this guy is like blocking Maxine Waters from going into the Department of Education. That is funny though, bro. I ain't gonna even lie.
This is where Elon Musk had gone in and has access to all of the payment systems in this country.
I love it.
and who has all of the access to all of our private information, the Social Security numbers on everybody in this country.
Elon Musk, the one guy that's trying to make the world better, get everybody off gasoline cars, give everybody like power, get everybody power walls so that their electric bills can go down. You know what I'm saying? Like the one guy that's been like a humanitarian during the C-19 crisis, he started manufacturing ventilators. This is the guy that they trying to come at. Built car manufacturing company in California and Texas to manufacture automobiles in America, to give people a wage who like build his cars, that can actually afford his cars and afford to live. This is the guy that they want to come at. If you ask, like, if you look at people who work at Tesla, they might not have liked that they had to work, right? But they always say they pay good. And they were able to buy whatever Tesla they want. Like, people say that. But this is the guy. Try working at a BMW dealership and try to buy a BMW and see what it is. Or a Lexus dealership and try to buy a Lexus and see what it is. You know what I mean? But this is the guy they coming at. They created all them jobs. Interesting.
All of what is happening with the tax revenue, on and on and on.
And them said, I subscribed. And he said, yo, NW, you crazy. He said, I subscribe. I'll unsubscribe after I drag you. Let's do this. But if you get smoked, you got to stay subscribed.
All of the bills to be paid. He has all of that. Elon Musk is basically
shout out to a professional. He said subscribe, and then Zach said set it on subscribers. What are you talking about? Like you can talk. I just said you're not about to like sit here and sneak diss me, right? But you ain't gonna be subscribed. If you want to subscribe and diss, that's fine. I welcome you. So somebody said they're probably going to find out all of the fraud misuse. That is the problem with the forensic audit. That's why Elizabeth Warren is going so crazy, right? And then Draco said Elon got top secret clearance and Maxine Waters can't clear the Department of Education threshold. Yo, that's crazy. I love it. She don't know what to do. He just standing there and she don't know what to do.
Government gangster who's acting as president of the United States of America, and he is wreaking havoc on this country.
All right, so here's the problem with the Democratic Party. They're great at selling lies, and so is the media. And they're going to tell you to your face, no, Elon Musk is taking people's personal information and he's going to do something with it so he can.
Now, if you want to like really diss me, right? I welcome the criticism. Go ahead and hit that super chat. I'll read it. Other than that, this video probably going to do like 100,000 views or close to it. I'm doing you a favor. What I look like reading your stuff for free? It ain't about to happen. Now, if you sneak dissing, it ain't that bad and you subscribe, I'll read it. But I ain't about to, like, you ain't just about to go crazy for free.
Financially benefit himself when there's no evidence of that. But let's say we take what she just said as truth, that Elon Musk has access to this information. Do I need to say it again? He has
way to wavy said they won't.
It's a top secret.
They don't donate because they used to get everything for free.
Clearance. Okay, someone who has that level of clearance can access people's social security numbers all day long. That is not an issue. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is if they go down to the Department of Treasury, they don't actually have access to do anything in the system. All they have access to is to look at the information. But they're going to lie anyway because they know it doesn't matter if they're fact checked because they got the entire party and the liberal media pushing this narrative. Now, one of the funniest moments, in my opinion, was this exchange between Maxine.
All right, we got a super chat. Hafner with the $4.99. I appreciate you. He said, what's binding, my guy? He said, what you feel about the delay on confirming Kash Patel? Seems like that is the last piece of the puzzle. Yeah, they're trying to not confirm him, bro. Like, what's it called? The Daily News or something like that. They're on. Yo, let me see if I posted this on Twitter, because I was like cracking up, bro. Because he ended up reposting somebody putting out a meme, and it ended up triggering a lot of those people to say, you know, Patel is like a radical. Because I think it was like somebody showing the heads of like different government like agencies being like taken off, right? And then he reposted it, I think, on Truth Social. And so like now they're like in an uproar, said, "Oh, this is terrible, this is bad." You know, so I don't know, man. But I think he needs to be confirmed. But you know, the FBI, bro, if he can get he's gonna let everything out, because he's gonna know like what's going on, like with this whole Trump situation.
In Waters and the private security guard when she demanded to see his ID.
What's your name? Tell us your
FYK, he said, you said, "Give me back my money."
name. Give me that ID.
Tim Harsh is a member on the channel. He said, "Wasn't it a 14-13 year?"
Again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Maxine Waters, she is funny, bro. Like, hold on, let's rewind it. She already can't hear. I'm trying to put people on blast and she can't hear.
Demanded to see his ID.
What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the
Could
ID.
you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
Yeah, he said, "I already showed you my ID." Like, he's very calm. He's being very professional. Lady, you're not getting into the Department of Education right now. And then FY with the $2 donation, he said 600 billion every 2 months to ship in illegals.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Clearly, this is one of the most disturbing things you've seen from her. We're talking about an individual who does not believe in voter ID. She says it's racist, but now she's demanding to see somebody else's ID. Make that make sense, please. Now, while she's too busy lying about what access Elon Musk and the DOGE team has and what they plan to do about it, why don't we hear what the truth is from the Secretary of Treasury? Watch.
First of all, when you say the DOGE team,
Brandy said, "Why is she still in office?" I don't know. Like, you know, like voters get hard-headed. They keep voting for the same people and over again. And like, we can see things like, Brandy, you know, like you and me, we see like Maxine Waters for who she is. But like when you live in a state, you see what I'm saying? It's hard because they are the marketing dollars are being spent in the state to, you know what I mean, indoctrinate people to believe a certain way. So they may make her look like amazing in that state. Right, because they don't have enough marketing dollars to make her look good like anywhere else. So like in that state, they can make her look good, and then people are like, "Oh, she's really fighting for us." And then they just, you know, they market her to the local like news stations, the local like, you know what I mean, it's channels and all that stuff, or like where everybody goes, they have like her signs out and stuff like that. So people are gonna vote for her. But like us, me and you, like we know what's up with her.
these are Treasury employees. It is 2 Treasury employees, one of whom I personally interviewed in his final round. There is no tinkering with the system.
We got 37,000 views on this channel. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the channel. We trying to get up to 115,000 subscribers. Is that too much to ask? Everybody got millions. This ain't DEI. I'm working for it. Give it 115,000. Shout out to y'all.
They are on read-only. They are looking. They can make no changes. It is an operation.
Did you hear what he said? They are on read-only. They're looking. They can make no changes. So why is everybody upset?
I personally interviewed in his final round. There is no tinkering with the system. They are on read-only. They are looking. They can make no changes. It is an operational program to suggest improvement. So we make 1.3 billion payments a year. And this is 2 employees who are working with a group of long-standing employees.
the letter that
wow, he just shut down everything. Scott Besson just shut down everything. Shout out to you, Deborah. Said I appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Shut down everything. Noah is a member on the channel. Shout out to you for supporting and helping fight this war. He said, hit the like button, even the haters on here. Hey, man, the haters is what gets you the traction. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the haters.
the Treasury Department sent earlier this week talked about how the team currently does not have access to change the system. Have they at any point this year had the ability to make changes?
Absolutely not. This is no different than you would have at a private company. And by the way, the ability to change the system sits over at the Federal Reserve. So it doesn't even lie in this building. So they could make suggestions on how to change the system, but we don't even run the system.
That's according to the Secretary of Treasury. But again, that's not going to stop the media or the Democrats from trying to run hit pieces against Elon Musk and the DOGE team. Now, he did say something that was very interesting. He said, it's not necessarily the DOGE team. These are people who've been hired by the Treasury Department. And I think that's also what's taking place is each of these departments, they have.
So this is, let me show y'all. So USAID has been blocked, right? So they're trying to block the layoffs of USAID, the Guardian, right? It says U.S. judge to enter limited temporary order to block Trump from moving to dismantle USAID. The U.S. judge on Friday said he will enter a very limited temporary order blocking Donald Trump's administration from taking certain steps to dismantle the U.S. Agency for International Development, according to Reuters. U.S. District Judge Carl Nichols, isn't that like a Trump appointee, in Washington said he would issue the order following a lawsuit by the largest U.S. government workers union and an association of foreign service workers who sued on Thursday to stop the administration efforts to dismantle the agency. And a notice sent to the foreign aid agency working on Thursday. The administration said it will keep 611 essential workers on board at USAID out of a worldwide workforce that totals more than 10,000. Said judge who ordered a temporary order to halt dismantling of USAID is Donald Trump's appointee. In 2019, Trump appointed Judge Carl Nichols to the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. Nichols blocked Mark Rubio from putting 2,200 USAID employees on leave starting midnight tonight so that the legal proceedings could play out. They should not put those 2,200 people on administrative leave, Nichols said during an emergency hearing on Friday. Nichols would also order Rubio to reinstate 500 employees who've already been put on leave. He said he was still weighing the decision. The judge said he would formalize his decision later tonight. Two unions representing federal and foreign service workers brought the lawsuit against the government. They said dismantling the aid agency is unconstitutional and illegal and had generated a global humanitarian crisis. They argue that only Congress has the power to lawfully dismantle USAID. What do y'all think about that? Now, they've been doing like some investigation, forensic auditing of USAID, and they are saying that they've been giving celebrities like upwards of like $1 to $2 million to like go to different countries and just speak. So that's where like a lot of taxpayer money is going. This is like what people are talking about on Twitter. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're talking about. But it looks like that's been temporarily blocked. So we'll see what happens with that. Somebody said, but Reuters works for USAID. Yo, hey, Tim, this country is so intertwined with corruption. It's insane.
Hired people, brought people in. They are now employees of that department with the right security access to do the things they need to do to tell people where our tax dollars are going. Again, that does not stop the media from running hit pieces on these individuals, which led to one of them actually having to quit And I can't wait to show you what Elon Musk had to say as a response. But let's first hear how funny and how embarrassing the media is when they try to run a hit piece on this DOGE employee. Watch this.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside DOGE. And we looked into his background. And so we found several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains.
So, Kara, you hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here, that Katie's...
Yo. Hey, I'm going to be real. A lot of dudes have been waiting their whole life for her to say that. I can keep it real. She sometimes she be looking alright, you know what I mean? So a lot of people have been waiting for her to say that, bro.
You hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here that Katie's talking about. Most of them are in their early 20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious, though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
I have no idea. I think there's no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taking place. It took Katie and the really great team. Wired has done an astonishing job here. I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things. But, there's an expression in technology that's it's a feature, not a bug.
Okay, so let me give you guys some context here. This individual, they know what his real name is, which is also why he ended up having to quit, because they were able to pull up his other social media accounts and look into all of the posts that he put up as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, which are a lot of stupid things, of course. And so he ended up having to quit. That's the first thing. The second thing is the domain Tesla.Sexy. This is how out of touch and deranged they really are. If you were to write the model numbers of each Tesla vehicle that has been released, you know what the word would be? Sexy. Model S, Model 3, Model X, and Model Y. But when you hate Elon Musk that much and Donald Trump, you can't think for yourself. Simple. And by the way, the fact that they're continuing to run with this story and call the individual big balls, it just shows you how caught up they are in all of this. Now, they weren't the only ones. Here's MSNBC, Deranged Reed, doing the same thing.
I want to give you another one of the people that Wired, in their great reporting, has had at least some access to our data inside Treasury. It's a guy named Evan Korstein. He's 19 years old. He's a high school graduate. He works at DOGE. He has access to U.S. government systems. His professional and online history call into question whether he would even pass a background check typically required to...
And none of these people cared about Hunter Biden. But they're so, distraught over somebody trying to find out what is being overspent. Money's overspent on a forensic audit. Joy Reid is insane.
Obtain security clearances. Security experts tell Wired he runs something called Tesla.Sexy, which operates a Russian website. He worked at a startup that hired convicted hackers. Someone using his Telegram handle solicited a cyber attack. And on his LinkedIn, and I apologize to the Saints out there, and we know a lot of the Saints listen to the show, he called himself Big, B-A-L-L-S. I won't say the whole words, I won't be vulgar. That's what he calls himself. So Big B...
First of all, Joy Reid, thank you for not saying that.
EALLS has all of our social security data and maybe downloaded it, maybe didn't share it, maybe did.
Listen, I'm sure there are more quality things, more pressing things that the media could be talking about, but this is what they've been spending their energy on, of course, and this is what Elon Musk had to say. One of the one of his initial reactions. This was actually on TV, and if you read the actual lower thirds there, why are DOGE teen known online as Big Balls now a government expert? That's what CNN is running with. So then Elon Musk put up a poll actually yesterday asking, do you want me to bring back the DOGE staffer who made inappropriate statements via a now deleted pseudonym? And of course, almost 80% of people said yes. And then someone in the comments said, this is from S.C. Robinson Jr. He said, Big Balls deserves a second chance. Seriously, though, having talked to about that racist stuff, not cool. And then he put true. Now, the actual staffer that had to quit, his name is Marco Elise, and I might be butchering that because, again.
FY with the $2 donation, she said, my name is Fiction, and her name is Joke Reed. John Baker with the $2 donation, he said, how can people wake up winning and be mad about it? Hey, John, I have no idea. Like, I absolutely no idea. No, and maybe that's why, like, I've been going viral a lot, right? Like, so if I make like a TikTok, a lot of times it goes viral. It's because I'm just showing you like what Democrats like are saying, you know what I mean? And how silly it is, like what they're crying over. And people just like, oh, you know, and they share it everywhere. So I don't know, man, Baker. I don't know. I don't know how you can wake up and see life is getting better, you know what I mean, in the future, and then see all the Democrats try to put injunctions and stop this, and you block the dismantling of USAID and block this and block that. And it's just like, you know, stop Elon Musk and DOGE from getting access to the Department of Government Efficiency. Like, then you start seeing like, no, it's just the Democrats want this country to crumble. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a fact. That's how I feel. Noah is a member on the channel, said we've seen this kind of stuff the whole past year, focusing on what they think is negative about Trump and his team instead of reporting about the important things and that actually matters. Exactly.
They doxed him as well, and they looked up his posts and thought that some of his posts were racist. And of course, this was actually published by the Wall Street Journal, and this is the name of the journalist by the name of Catherine Long. She's the one that linked him to the...
But let's go on to some other news, right? The tax cuts. So let's see what's
the reality is President Trump's first tax bill lowered taxes for the vast majority of Americans, roughly 2/3 of American households. Treasury Secretary...
Wow, people don't even talk about that. 2/3 of American household, his original tax plan helped.
Scott Bassett joined Larry Kudlow yesterday with a simple message on the issue: make these tax cuts permanent.
If we do not get this tax bill done, as I said in my Senate hearings, this is pass-fail for our side of the aisle. And we will have the largest tax hike in history, and that will be on the people on our side who do not try to move this forward.
For more, let's bring in Fox News contributor Liz Peek.
GOP looking at multiple paths to pass a tax bill.
Liz, this is not just a want to have. This is not one of those bills that they can think about possibly doing. This is a must do if we want economic growth.
Yeah, and by the way, I think it should be pass-fail for both sides of the aisle. This is a preposterous thing that we're going to ladle onto this economy, a $3 billion tax hike. One of the most astonishing things during the campaign was that Kamala Harris ran on letting these tax cuts expire.
Yeah.
Today, you know, to your point earlier.
Exactly. So if it helps 2/3 of Americans and she wants to let them expire, y'all didn't wake up and smell the Folgers? I can't say smell Colombia coffee no more. Wake up and smell the Folgers. Y'all didn't know what was going on? It was like right in your face.
Earlier, everybody got a tax cut in this tax bill. You got a doubling of the child tax credit and all kinds of things that were better.
You got a doubling of the child tax credit. All y'all Shaniquas out there. Y'all don't like Trump? I don't understand it.
Beneficial to almost...
My bad, Shaniquas.
everybody in the country. So yes, did the wealthy get more of a cut? Of course, they pay more of the taxes. So if you cut taxes, by definition, the wealthy are going to get more benefit. This is really foolish, and I have to say it brings home the urgency of Republicans figuring this out. They have got to stop squabbling between the Senate.
Like that is like really insane, though, right? Like, imagine like you're a company and you're creating the jobs, right? Let's just say you got 500 employees. They're able to pay their car notes, their homes, their babysitters, all like whatever. They pay all of their bills, right? And you want a tax break because you're able to give people a livable wage. Like some companies do that. And then people are mad at you because you want a tax break. Like they're creating the jobs or something. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. DJ said they just screaming orange man bad.
House and figure out how they're going to get this done. Nothing could be more important.
Well, and they're squabbling over, it seems to be less squabbling over in the House, but after today, it seems like they're coming together. They spent hour upon hour at the White House, the House leadership, but they can't even get it together because you've got these...
Hey, Baddest, I don't know if that's true or not, because some people said it was Photoshop. He said, how about only those that pay child support can claim tax credit benefits? Awesome. I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like conflicting things with that. But I mean, like, I think the person who has a child in the house should be able to get the tax benefit. That's my personal opinion. I mean, everybody think what they want. But I don't think, like, you know, if you have a kid, you're supposed to pay. That's what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to take care of your kid. I don't think you can, like, not live in the house and just pay a little bit. Like, people don't understand. Like, I have custody of my daughter, right? Maybe this is why I'm coming at her from a different perspective. She wouldn't let me see my kids, so I took her to court. I got custody. Thug life, right? She moved out of the state, and I'm in Tennessee. They don't like stuff like that. They're like, oh, he actually got a house. He went to school. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. He's the one that brought it to court. He's like, they gave me custody, right? So, and I had a choice because they were trying to give me the maximum in child support. I gave her a break in child support, right? But even the maximum that she was supposed to pay is nowhere near the cost of raising a child. You know what I mean? And now I see from that perspective, like, even if they would have like made her pay the maximum, which they were, you know, I didn't want to do that. Like, it still is nowhere near. Like, you have, you know, you paying like all throughout the year. You know, a lot of guys are just deadbeats. You know what I mean? If they got to do anything, like, it's just like, bro, I know people in real life that barely ever see their kid. And if you ask them, like, if they're a good father, they'll say, yeah, because they're getting garnished and they're paying their child support. And that's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, yo, bro, you need to go see your kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I seen him like 2 weeks ago. And then they'll tell you that they're father of the year. Meanwhile, the mom has the child like 365 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the time. And then got to pay for, you know, and I had to deal with that, like buying school clothes. You paying hundreds of dollars for school clothes. And then the child support check ain't going to cover all that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, like, you know, put it, and you paying mortgage, and you, like, you know, all the food. Like, food is expensive. You know what I'm saying? More utilities, more this, more that. And, like, you know what I'm saying? You go into all the meetings, the school meetings, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. Like, having a child. Like, just that little bit of money ain't really, like, what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the dudes that has to pay a little bit because they wasn't protecting themselves, you know what I mean? I don't think they need to be getting, like, the tax credit. I don't think so.
Jacklegs from these blue states who are Republicans, who are demanding.
Somebody said, how to quit. He said, Piper is such a brown noser. Brown nosing. Like, get mad. I mean, like, a lot of y'all be like, I don't know about you, but a lot of y'all just be deadbeats. Y'all don't want the mom to have nothing, like, to be able to, like, no, y'all be deadbeats, bro. I don't care. I have custody. I know what it's like to raise a kid. You know what I mean? Like, from, like, being little up until she's about to turn, like 15, like, 16. Like, I know what it's like to have, like, raised a kid. So like, no, like a little bit of tax money. I mean, child support money doesn't, it's not, no, like you should not get the taxes. No.
State and local tax deduction go up excessively. And I say that living in a high tax state, but I digress. I'm just focused on Nancy Pelosi. She's gotten redone and made her debut because Chuck Schumer is stinking up the joint, and she thinks that there's like an end there somewhere.
Yes, that's true. I mean, I have to say the Democrats are floundering on so many fronts, including lack of leadership. So it is not totally surprising to.
Yeah. And then Five Deep said we are having low birth rates because of abortions. No, I think we haven't. I mean, I think we are having low birth rates because dudes are scared to have a kid. Bro, if you like locker room talk, right? Let's keep it real. Dudes don't be wanting to have kids all like that. Like some dudes do if they like real simped out for the girl. I'm just keeping it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of incels out there. Like if a dude is really simped out and he's trying to keep her, like he's going to try to do it, right? It's either that or like you might have like somebody that wants to extend their lineage, you know what I mean? Or maybe they want to pass down their name, you know, so you have those type of guys out there. But a lot of dudes like you run across, they do not want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? You chilling, you know what I'm saying? Playing basketball, they complain about the girl. Man, I wish I never had a kid. I wish I never, like dudes be doing like, yo, like I'm like dudes don't want kids, bro. And then look what happens. Like once you have a kid, like, hey, if you don't have custody, your life is, you know what I mean? Like you got to deal with that girl for like 18 years, the baby mama. You got to pay all that money. Like the laws are like against you. So it's like, no, people don't want to have kids. And plus you living in a country where it's super expensive. Food prices are still high. Like Trump ain't get to that yet. You know what I'm saying? Food prices is high. The cost of living is crazy here as opposed to other countries. Like I went to Europe and you can work at like a restaurant and pay all your bills and have an Audi. You can't do that in America. You got to have like 2 or 3 jobs. You see what I'm saying? Or you got to be living with somebody or like have a side hustle or something in America. Don't nobody want to have, like, bro, childcare is like almost $1,000 a month. Like, luckily my daughter's like older now. I don't have to do that no more, but that's expensive. Not only that, you got to pay like more, like, you know what I'm saying? Your mortgage and your rent. Like people don't want to be having kids all like that. That's why the birth rate in America is down because it's not fiscally responsible to do it if you don't have enough money. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that's what the issue is. I think it's just expensive. Noah said, I got custody of my daughter and I should be getting child support, but I'd rather go without than to deal with my children's mother. Shout out to you, Noah. I got to get that child support check. That's what it is. I got to get that. Paying all these bills. Hey, when them checks start coming in a month, I'm like, yeah, it helps a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But no, you ain't about to skate. No, pay up.
You see Nancy Pelosi pop up again, to use your words, but seriously, don't they have someone better who carry the message forward? And by the way, it's a tired message. They constantly rail against tax cuts. Call me crazy, that just doesn't seem like a winning formula.
Well, I'm also wondering, to Dagan's point, the danger of not prioritizing this. Obviously, you need this for growth. It's a terrible message. The whole premise of a lot of this market right now is the excitement, if you want to call it animal spirits, about Trump coming back in the White House. That all ends if you don't get this done. And if you get to the end of the year and we have to rely on New York area Republican congressmen who would probably be fine and their donors would be fine with letting this whole thing die, given that.
Yo, we almost at 115,000 subscribers. Shout out to all y'all that's been subscribing, everybody that's been in the comments. Appreciate y'all.
Their ability then to deduct all their high state and local taxes. This has got to be done now. I mean,
I don't think that's
number
going to
one
happen.
priority.
I think
right?
there will be some accommodation on the SALT issue. My guess is there will be a doubling of it or a tripling of it.
So John said, I think if women didn't have so many options, if the government wouldn't take care of them the way they do, then we wouldn't have the divorce rate we have. Yeah. I mean, bro, you got to think, if you start getting money and you with a girl, like just think about all the relationships you probably had in your life. If you're not like a lame, right? You probably didn't had a lot of relationships. You see what I'm saying? And if you had relationships, that means past relationships didn't succeed, right? So now you put the label of marriage on you. You know what I mean? Like, which is, I don't really see the benefit of being married, like, to be real, other than some people could say tax breaks. I don't really see too much of a tax break, like when you know what I mean? When that was it, like, I don't really see that. So if you divorce, she gets like, depending on if you're in like a no fault state or whatever state bro, if you divorce, she gets like half of everything. Let's say you have a house, cars, she gets half of everything, bro. And if she wants to make it worse, she can get a lawyer and make you pay her attorney's fees and all. Bro, depending on the city, state, all of that, like how the judge feels about men, like, yo, you can get cleaned out, bro. And that's why you see dudes like going postal at the courthouses and taking people out and doing crazy stuff at courthouses, because it's like, yo, the judge can ruin your life like that. Like having a divorce. And some people, they stick with people that they don't want to be with because they don't want to go through that process. You know what I mean? Or they try to and a girl knows you don't want to go through that process. So she's going to try to, you know what I mean? Like she know, like, yo, I can clean you out. And men are so big of simps, they like write laws against themselves constantly. It's ridiculous, bro.
Or something like that can be accommodated within the reconciliation package.
But, you know, when you get married, you ain't supposed to divorce. That's my other opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to divorce. You know what I mean? But there are things that happen where you may have to get a divorce. It's just what it is. It's like humans are, you know, people change, people cheat, people like anything. Like you may have to get a divorce, right? But if you make divorces easy, what's the point of getting married? You know, so it's like different ways of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what side of the aisle you're on with that.
And where will that, you know, who knows where the offsetting revenues will come from? They're going to have.
Somebody said, if you cheat or try to leave her with the kids, then you deserve it. But what about if she cheat? Like, remember when I said no fault states, right? If she cheats on you and you live in a no fault state, it doesn't matter that she cheated on you. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things at play. You may have a stepchild, right? And then like the courts could decide you got to pay for that stepchild because he had a certain standard of living when y'all was together, even though that's not your child. So it's like all of that, like, it becomes apparent. And prenups are very, very important, very important. You never know what financial space you're going to end up in. Don't think because you're not rich now, you're not going to get rich. Don't think because you don't have no money now, it ain't going to change. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, I didn't have money. You know what I mean? Like, I would say like 15 years ago, something like that. I was like just paying bills. Like, that's it. I ain't had like a whole bunch of bread. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? And things get better. You never know. Like, that's why prenups are important. Like, whatever you come into this marriage with is what you leave with. You never know. You can go viral for something. Anything can happen. You know, and then now she's got legal right to all of that. You know, so just be careful about what y'all do.
To figure it out.
So moving on to Iran. This is within 2 weeks. President.
Hey, so NM has been in here all day long hating, trying to get my attention. All day long. I've been ignoring you all day long. You've been trying to get my attention. You've been saying you're going to unsubscribe, but you still won't do it because you love seeing all of these facts play out. You love it. It's what it is.
President Trump has put the hammer down on the world's #1 sponsor of terrorism, imposing sanctions on networks, facilitating Iranian oil going to China. Iran made, at a bare minimum, $140 billion exporting oil during the Biden administration due to lax sanctions enforcement. This was willingly funding terrorism.
Yeah.
The U.S. was, no, excuse me, not us. Joe Biden and his cronies were funding terrorism by allowing that oil to be exported and sold.
It's really shocking. They basically just didn't enforce the sanctions that were in place. Trump drove down Iranian oil exports to 200,000.
I'll let you troll for a minute, but when you just trolling and you're begging for my attention, you're blocked. You're blocked. I got like how many thousands of views on this video right here. This video's got like 60,000 views. 66,000 views. You think I'm about to sit here and talk to you for free and you dissing me? No. You got to go. Super chat if you want to diss.
1,000 barrels a day. You know, come in the Biden administration.
And he probably ain't taking that NH dude probably ain't taking care of his kid or nothing. Like, man, oh, he wants to talk about fathers that ain't taking care of their kids now. Like, yeah, like, why are y'all, like, why do people be like that? Y'all want to have all of these kids and don't want to take care of them. It's like the hood thing to do. I don't understand that. But the reason I don't keep having kids, because if I have a kid, I'm going to take care of it. Y'all just want to just be out here, go to the clubs, hit everything, and then like when y'all get caught up, y'all want to bail. That's what be wrong with.
They take their foot off the gas, and all of a sudden they're 2 million barrels a day or something like that. And Janet Yellen actually lied about this to the American people. When asked whether they had stopped enforcing the sanctions, she said, oh, no, it was a lie, because incredibly, they did that. And to your point, Dagan, they gave all that money that Hamas, Hezbollah, and all the other proxies in the Middle East needed to foment war against Israel from many different fronts. What were they thinking? I mean, really, what were they thinking?
I love how she talks.
Funded Russia invading Ukraine.
Yeah.
Biden and co. And they funded the Hamas attack on those innocent
and
Jewish families. Right. That's what.
Yeah, they're going crazy on corruption. And it's the corrupt Democrats trying to stop them from doing it. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life, bro. Lefties are losing it. They're losing it bad. Speaking of lefties losing it.
Now it's time for lefties losing it. You know, we are blessed to have networks like MSNBC staffed by...
First of all, can y'all do this with me? Let's go to her video. Sky News Australia News. They've been riding with Trump, right? Let's go ahead and hit this like button real quick. Subscribe to their channel.
Verifiable morons and pathological liars, because they make my job just so easy. I just have to watch a few minutes and the lefties losing it content flows like the Mississippi in spring. Here is Joy Reid being a hysterical banshee and using words she doesn't seem to understand, like coup.
We begin tonight with a full-on crisis in our democracy, as federal workers are literally locked out of their offices while operatives working for a private citizen essentially take over our government. If this were happening in any other country right now, I promise you, I'd be on the air calling it a coup.
And Joy Reid, along with suffering from a severe case of stage 4 TDS, that's Trump derangement syndrome, she's also an election denier. And according to the left, that makes her a threat to democracy.
They're even talking about like stealing an election. And it's making me rethink whether I do believe like election machines can be hacked. Because I've always been like,
yo, she got all them books and she don't know what cool means. It says book nerd.
You can't.
Respect. Noah said, don't give him the time of day. Oh, no, he can't comment on this channel no more. Respect VA said, Noah, he will make him cry.
Hack the election machines, but they're like convincing me. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know.
I mean, to me, in this world, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
It's like the TDS, the Trump derangement syndrome. It's just too crazy nowadays. Like, it's literally insane. Literal insanity.
There are all these conspiracy theories out there about Trump and whether or not they cheated. I know you say that they didn't, but I know you kind of have to.
Wait a minute. I didn't say they didn't.
I don't know about you, but I'm shaking with fear with this dangerous democracy denial.
Elon Musk, somehow using his...
Hey, Respect VA says she just collects books. She can't be reading them.
Tech connections, because I don't want to say genius because we know he's not.
Yeah, he ain't a genius.
But those relationships
Well, she
or
just
whatever.
said he's not a genius. Lord. Did she just say, did Joy just say that? Did she just say Elon not a genius?
Because they just seem too confident. It just doesn't add up to me with all the support that she had. And I know that for you.
Who is this black girl with the Bloods gang? Like, yo, she got the Bloods bandana, y'all. And we supposed to be listening to her about politics. Joy Reid, you are up here with a gangster. This is crazy, bro. Barney said, I'm 35 and I've worked. He said, I've never worked a day in my life. The government pays for my rent, medication, transport, optical orthodontist. Coley said, we hate Elon Musk and Trump. Here in Australia, we are laughing at Trump if it wasn't so dangerous. Like, what?
And because of what happened with Fox and because what you do professionally with the network.
Draco said he shoots rockets into space and brings them back. What she say about genius? It's Joy Reid, man. She don't be making sense.
You can't say it was the machines or something like that. But if you think it was the machines, but you can't.
60 more subscribers until we get 115,000. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing on the chat. I know a lot of this is coming from TikTok Thug Life. You know what I'm saying? I linked the YouTube to the TikTok and all that. You know what I'm saying? I know that people are coming over here from that. But a lot of people that subscribe today, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We got like 700 subscribers today. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, about 730. I appreciate that.
Don't say anything. See, this is what I'm saying.
Rebecca Toth said, dang, bro, sell out your whole race. There is no Republican verbiage like rating on my like birth certificate at all. Not even my social security. There's nothing that says it doesn't say Democrat on there. Nothing says Democrat on there. Not even, I even looked at my passport, dog. I'm like, what does my passport say? It don't say Democrat on there. It don't say nothing. I could literally be whatever I want to be. I could be an independent. I could be a Democrat. I could be a Republican. And guess what? This is America. You can make that decision. Talking about selling out my own race. Do you know the political party that was trying to lock up people in my race? Oh, that was the Democratic Party. Do you not remember the crime bill? Who was an advocate for the crime bill? Do you remember Joe Biden? The one that went on not Hot 97, but the Breakfast Club said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You remember that? All the black people ended up getting locked up over the crime bill. Guess who let them out? It was Trump. Guess what Trump is? He is a Republican. Guess what he signed? The First Step Act. Oh, Lord. He let Kodak Black out. I don't want to hear nothing. Happy Max said 100. Talking about selling my race out. What are you talking about? What has the Democrats done for the African American community? What have they done? The Lyndon B. Johnson. What have they done? Incentivize the black man not being in the household? What have they done that's like great? I'm trying to figure it out. Can you tell me? Huh? A lot of black people was making a lot of money when Trump was in office. Stock market was boom. Everything was going good. And then y'all wanted to come in and mess the country up. Talking about selling out my people. The Democrats done sold us out a long time ago. Red Hunter, shout out to you. And y'all, every 4 years, you're begging them to give you reparations, and they never do it. If you're not gonna give me reparations, give me a fighting chance. Guess what Trump does? He tries to give you a chance.
All I'm saying is,
No, I know.
There are many.
I don't live to be on welfare. I want to try. I want to get into the stock market. I want to buy, get a business. I want to get into real estate. I want to do all of this. There are all these high capital gains taxes. That's Democrats. I want a fighting chance. I don't just want to sit back and be on Section 8, and I don't want to do that. Just because I'm black don't mean I don't have to, I can't work. Selling your people out. Wake up. That's the problem with like a lot of people. Having your hand out all the time. Don't accept the free lunch.
Ways to cheat in an election. And I don't ever put it past Republicans to cheat in elections because they've been busted.
She don't put it past Republicans to cheat the election, but I'm not saying that the Democrats cheated. Remember, I'm not saying that, but it's a lot of people that think y'all cheated in the last election. A lot of people think Trump won 3 elections. Nevada, you know what I mean? They kind of went crazy. A lot of people felt that Trump won 3 elections. They had to make this election too big to rig. I've never seen African Americans in droves coming out to support a Republican, ever. Chicago, they were trying to turn Chicago red. They're tired of this.
Too many times.
Let's hear now from a couple of women who are likely to be MSNBC viewers. Why do I say that? Because they are uninformed, unhappy, and a little unhinged.
I took my kids to school today and just dropped them off, and I just feel so sad, right? Like, we all knew.
Yo, why is she feeling so sad, bro? Like, this is crazy.
The fairly obvious but inconvenient question.
Stop abuse of power.
Yes.
In what regard?
Well, with everything that's happening in our politics, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Like with Trump?
Yes. It seems that money goes a long way right now with our politicians, and that needs to stop.
So would you say it was an abuse of power how they just like removed Joe Biden out the Democratic primary and installed Kamala Harris?
You know, I don't know that I can comment on it.
She don't know if she can comment on it. She wild. Let's see what my girl Rita got to say.
Let's go to CNN, where even their overwhelmingly left-leaning panel and hosts are left laughing at just how crazy the Democrats sound this week.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist!
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
We have days. See, it's always like they put the most ghetto black people in office. I'm just thug life. We gonna be all on y'all A words. Like, why are they always mad? We be mad for like no reason. We done got our civil rights. That ain't enough. We done got this. That ain't enough. What more you want? Like, I'm gonna be all up your stuff. She crazy.
To stop the destruction of our democracy, we have work to do. Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. We don't pledge.
These are the people that selling out everybody. Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. No, he is showing us what y'all been doing with our money. Don't think this is the world that we live in. It's a lot of NPCs out here, right? Play video games, you know what NPCs is. These are NPCs to me. That's wearing suits, Don't think y'all got to get this out of y'all mind because a person wears a suit and may have glasses that they telling you the truth. Those are the people that you got to watch.
Allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk.
We're creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. So 22-year-olds are creepy now. This is their logic.
Pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
And goddamn it, shut down.
Oh my God, another ghetto Shaniqua working in politics. Shaniqua does not represent me. Respect VA said they have nothing else to say. Nothing else. She getting up here. She about to say a whole bunch of bad words. Like Shaniqua got her. She got her Pradas on.
The city, we are at war.
We will win. We will win. We will.
Who want to be on that side? Who want to be on that side? This is crazy, but I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. We got 84,000 views on this video. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing. You know what I'm saying? I think the next live will end up hitting that goal, 115,000 subscribers. We got 973. Yeah, we got 114,973. So hopefully the next live will be able to hit that. King said, hold on. Somebody, Respect VA said, have you lost? You have lost. And then Lenia said, what did Elon do? Joshua said, respect from the American people. Appreciate you. C-Mart said, empty suits. That's what they are. We will win. Like, get out of here, bro. This ain't like the 1970s, bro. Like, get out of here.
Rest. We won't rest.
Gretchen.
Yes,
So,
they need-
Yo, this is crazy. Hold on. What more?
The Democrats need a real leader, okay? They need a real leader, which currently does not exist in the Democratic Party. Trump has said all of these things were going to happen. We saw him align with
Shout out to Justin. He says just subscribe.
Elon Musk, which may go down as the smartest thing that any presidential candidate has ever done.
Now to possibly the most irritating woman you'll
All right,
hear
y'all,
from.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready to go to work. Hey, you know, some of us got jobs we go to. We work for our money, and and we cool with it. Some of us don't want to like be on Section 8, welfare, be faking like crises to get like Social Security. Some of us don't want to do that. We want to earn our way. You know what I'm saying? I want a president that's going to be president that's going to make it to where, hey, if I want to do overtime or something like that, hey, it's Gucci. Right? I ain't going to keep getting taxed. I want that type of president. I don't want somebody just giving all my money away. All my tax money. I'm working hard. They're taking taxes. You know what I mean? Just giving them to like all these different guys. I don't want that. But if you call that selling out, I'm sold out. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. Come and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Wait a minute. Shout out to everybody that's been on TikTok, that's been subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos out. Everybody that's on YouTube that's been clipping up the videos and sharing them out. You know what I mean? That's why the channel's been growing so fast. I appreciate y'all.